Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance, Episode 2. What is quality? You can recognize quality, but can you define it? The child tilts his head. The structure he's made is simple, imperfect, but his focus makes it glow. Then he gently takes it apart, block by block. Piercing opened the dictionary. He looked for the word quality, but what he found was nothing solid. Everyone talks about it, but no one can explain what it really is. Writer says the dictionary definitions were circular and vague. None of them captured the feeling I had when I thought of quality. So he asked the question that would change everything. What if quality isn't something we define, but something we experience? Quality, he realized, is neither objective nor subjective. It isn't just in the thing. It isn't just in you. It's in the moment where the two connect. So what did he really mean? Piercing realized that quality wasn't something you could hold or define. It's not in the thing itself. It's not just in your mind. Instead, it shows up in the space between, when you're fully present, when your hands meet the work, when attention turns into meaning, when you're washing dishes and the water runs warm over your fingers, when you're folding laundry just right, when you adjust a crooked picture frame, not because anyone will see, but because it feels better that way, when you stop mid-walk to tie your child's shoe and for just a second, nothing else exists. It's not a substance, it's a spark. It's the hum of an engine tuned just right, the sentence that lands perfectly on the page, the meal cooked with care, not haste. It's the flow state when your thoughts, your hands, and the thing you're doing all move as one. It's the union of mind, matter, and meaning. Not dramatic, not grand, just the feeling of being so deeply in what you're doing that you forget everything else. As a teacher, Persig gave his students writing assignments. They froze, so he said, "Forget the rules, just write what feels true." And that's when the real writing began. Writer said, "Start with the front of the building across the street, just describe that." Eventually, he saw something deeper. Quality comes before definition, before language, before thought, and crucially, before time as we measure it. It lives in Kairos, the sacred now, not in the ticking of clocks, but in the fullness of presence within a single moment. Ancient thinkers might have called it logos. To understand quality, we aren't alone from the West. Plato called it arete, excellence. John Dewey found it in lived experience, arguing that the value of any idea is rooted in how it shapes our actions and enriches our daily lives. Charles Peirce traced it through practical meaning, suggesting that the meaning of a concept is found in the habits it forms and the consequences it brings when acted. Upon Laozi from the East spoke of Tao, a flowing order sensed, not defined. In Taoist and Zen traditions, time is not linear but cyclical, and presence is not a pause between moments, but the moment itself. Like in modern physics, where time is relative and bound to observation, so too is quality felt only when we are still within it. Even in modern physics, we encounter echoes of quality. Quantum theory tells us something strange and beautiful. What we see changes depending on whether we're watching. Light can act like a wave or a particle depending on how we look at it. Imagine you're throwing tiny balls through two doors. You expect them to make two neat lines on the wall behind. But light doesn't do that. It makes a pattern. The light changes when it knows it's being watched. The universe does not give us a fixed truth. It gives us possibilities, patterns, interactions. And in the middle of all that, the moment something aligns, just right, we feel it. Quality is in that alignment, that spark, that resonance. Readers and philosophers alike have argued. Some say it's an alignment between the world and the self. Others say it's the moment something becomes fully real. A philosophy professor once challenged, "Isn't this just aesthetics repackaged as metaphysics?" Meanwhile, a reader at a book club sighed, "I can't explain it, but I know exactly what he means. When I'm in the middle of painting, I feel it." Whatever it is, we know when it's there, and we feel when it's not. It's like the difference between a meal cooked with love and one just thrown together, or when someone fixes a leaky faucet and takes the time to make sure it doesn't drip again. You can't always point to it, but something inside you says, "Yeah, this was done right." And when it's missing, no matter how polished or expensive, something looks, it just feels hollow. You don't find quality by searching outside. You become it by being fully present in whatever you do. Writer says, when you care about something, you do it right. Care and quality are internal, not external. Writer says it. When one is in quality, he doesn't have to define it. He is it. And then we return, not to something lesser but to the real. The sink full of dishes, the half-finished homework, the quiet sigh of someone we love. All that thinking maybe it wasn't to escape this. Maybe it was to come back to it with new eyes. To see that these ordinary moments aren't the end of the story. They're where it happens. Even the smallest act done with care can carry the weight of meaning. That's not escape. That's arrival. Next episode is The Madness of Phaedrus. What happens when the pursuit of meaning goes too far?